From April 1987 until October 1990, I was a Commonwealth Scholar at the University of Peradeniya in Sri Lanka, an island nation off the southeast coast of India. The hundreds of pages of my thoughts and doings are the subject of this series of vignettes. They trace my meandering path, not to the master's degree I thought I was pursuing, but to a greater humility about the passions and pride, the courage and convictions of a people that persevere in one of the most beautiful and troubled countries in creation. Here is a story from my sojourn in Sri Lanka. Journal entry, Arunachalam Hall, April 24th, 1987. I sit on an old stone bench in front of Arunachalam Hall. Was it only last night? No, the night before that. I sat here with the gang, singing songs and generally being amused and appalled at their hoots and howls for every female on two legs that passed on the road below. Actually, it's a beautiful place to sit. The playing fields give way to low hills. The sight is marred only by my grotesquely white calves oozing out from under my immaculate gray shorts. As I write this, I have to pause every half sentence or so to wipe insects off this page. I had a most trying time today at the Bank of Ceylon. I arrived at 9:45 a.m. and didn't finish there till 12:15 p.m. The gall of it all was that I wasn't actually served till the last half hour of that time. So much muttering under my breath at the bank. I was convinced I was being marginalized because of the color of my skin. The manager actually asked if I wouldn't mind coming back Monday. My frustration mounted considerably. Still more galling, though surely it's nothing compared to what prisoners of war must go through, was that in the crowded bank, folks, all men, waiting their turn, freely gawked at all my forms and passport, etc. I felt as though I was being stripped. As I write, boys in Riverview Elementary School style phys ed clothes, white shirt, white shorts, run on the playing fields. Another example of bureaucracy. Lake House Bookshop in Colombo. Here is the scenario. Person 1 writes up your bill, gives it to you to take to Person 2, who takes your money and attaches the receipt to the bill, which you are given to take to Person 3, who stamps the bill and passes the receipt and the bill to Person 4, who passes these stamped documents along with the books that I've selected to Person 5, who puts the books and the receipt and the bill in a bag and hands it to you. As I write this, a man in a white sarong fastened with a belt passes below on the road. Looking back on this entry 31 years later, it makes me wince to hear my 23-year-old self talk about being marginalized because of the color of my skin. I can only speculate that my long bank visit had a lot more to do with no one clerk wanting to undertake the daunting task of navigating the maze of forms and regulations that came with opening a rare account for a non-national resident. In fact, my pale skin and male identity was perhaps the opposite of a cloak of invisibility, but like that cloak, it protected me from dangers that my friends and colleagues faced every day during my Lankan sojourn.